What up? What's happening, everybody? Tuesday again. And I think I have everything up. Looks like I got two in here already. Jeff Rowe's in here. What's up, Jeff Rowe? Oh, let me put the link up here. There we go. All right. There we go. Whoop. I kicked something. What's up, Dr. Art? Just hanging out, the normal stuff. What's up, Dan? Tuesday. Been a pretty nice day weather-wise. Got everything on, yeah. So we are just chilling and illin'. I put together a list of that stuff I was talking about raffling off. You're on auction. Good luck. Go get something cool. Jeff Rowe.
What's happening, Jason?
What's up?
Oh, just running around like a crazy man today.
One-arm paper hanger, huh?
Pretty much. But you know what? I'll take it. It's 65 degrees today.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful
sunny.
today, dude. Yeah.
I actually had to go into work today, which sucked.
It's like 60 something here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. 59 degrees here right now, but
hey, not
sunset
bad.
here already, so
it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
It's here too.
Yeah. What's up, Don? Yeah, and yesterday. Yeah. Well, the whole week's gonna be nice, except I think Friday here it's gonna rain, and it's gonna cool off a little bit. But
of course, the days that matters.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know,
always.
Can't be one of those days that we actually have to ourselves.
No. It's
got to be one of those shit days.
The day for the man.
Mm-hmm.
Got me a specialty brew tonight.
Looks like a Guinness.
It's in a Sam Adams, but it is a stout, which is
there you go.
Oh, I got another one. Hunter just brought me a
celebration.
The old banquet beer.
Kind of beer. Hunter went and got some banquet beer. Yeah, it's a local brewery here in Dayton called Warped Wing. It's an Irish cream stout. It's like a seasonal.
Oh, is that the one you got for my graduation party, or is that the cream ale?
No, that was a cream ale. That was good too. They only make certain one. What's up, Levi?
My brother-in-law and sister own a brewery.
Oh, cool.
So he got into doing the garage brew stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Sam Adams puts on this beer brewing competition, and it's like 7,500 applicants from East Coast and 7,500 from West Coast.
Yeah.
And he got second in the nation and ended up getting his own brewery. So
good for him. That's
awesome. It's kind of neat.
Do they live up?
I don't.
In the east up there.
They live by me. It's a restaurant.
Yeah,
it's where my daughter works. It's a restaurant brewery.
Hey Kim, what's up, big, buddy? Dan said Colorado cow piss.
Colorado cow piss.
What's up, Rob? LB Brewing Light. He's slow to load. That may be me. I don't know. Let's see. Barrows, Levi. Got the whole gang already, don't we?
Yep. I had a really busy day, Jason.
I did too. I had a busy
Holy
freaking week.
Shit.
And it's Tuesday. What the hell?
What's
LB? Up, LB? Hey, Wendy.
So here's the question. Where did you have your logos made for stuff?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Which logos do you mean, like
for stickers, anything like that? Because we're wanting to do logos, and I actually do a lot of artwork, but I really don't have time to be drawing stuff right now.
I did the one. Where is it? I did it on Canva, Canva,
mm-hmm.
You can change the font, change the letter, move it around, change the background. You can put pictures in it. And I did I think the lettering is called like a banger style,
Yeah.
And that's where I made it. And you can download the image. Sometimes I want you to pay like 50 cents. Sometimes it's free. It depends on whose artwork you borrowed.
Yeah. I like Barrow's comment when he drank PBR. I haven't drank in like 5 years.
Yeah.
But
I've slowed down a lot. I just drink.
It was always Coors. It was always either Coors Light or Yingling.
Yeah, Yingling's a good one. Yeah. We didn't have Yingling for a long time, and then they bought the Stroh's Brewery down in Cincinnati. My nephew lived in Pennsylvania, so he would always bring it over. He was a big Yingling. I liked it.
So we don't have it in Illinois.
Right.
But I was always out in Carlisle, Pennsylvania for,
Mm-hmm.
And I was everywhere, so we would just absolutely load up.
Yeah, it was a big Pennsylvania beer. It still is.
Yep.
I had some the other day. A friend of mine dropped a couple off. Barrows is out, or Dr. Art's flying the bomber. Be right back. Barrows said when he was drinking it was PBR.
Yeah.
Yeah, PBR's good beers.
Good old Pabst Blue Ribbon.
14 years. Still cook with it. Yeah, it's good. Actually, beer is good to cook. I do cook
with a lot of beer.
You want to make a good stew, put a stout in it. That's good stuff.
We always, like I do different beer brats and all that, and it's kind of like the shittier the beer, the better the brat.
Yeah. Well, PBR is best for hot dogs and brats and
man,
some sauerkraut in there and bubble it up. Oh yeah, it's good. Hey Ron, how you doing, bub? Dan says the Yingling's like a $5 PBR.
Yeah.
They're not even that expensive anymore.
You know what's funny about Yingling? They are the #1 manufacturer and distributor of beer in America that's American owned.
Yep.
Because
Budweiser's not United States owned.
Yep.
Well, none of them are, I don't think, anymore.
So the old Budweiser plant in St. Louis, has changed a lot. And a kid I went to high school with, he ended up becoming a big techie guy for Cisco. And for their security stuff, when online security stuff was really getting big, he actually got a job as like the head of their security for Budweiser. And he was stationed down there. He loved it. And then when they sold out, it was like that job was eliminated.
It just went away.
They farmed it out.
Hungry and thirsty. Yeah. What's up, NSB? Oh, LB must have had technical problems there. He ducked out for a second. It was like it was running. It was like it froze up. I was looking at him. I'm like,
I think it froze up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got that good.
But yeah, I made those logos on Canva, and then I made like my my channel banner. When you go to my main page, it's like a Volkswagen van.
Yeah.
That was on there, and then the lettering. You just move stuff around. It's really not too bad to do. Like I said, most of it you don't even have to pay for it. So
good. I hate paying for shit like that.
I know, right? Especially when you can draw it yourself.
The things are getting so expensive. I'm sitting there today and I'm in a meeting and my phone's blowing up and it's my dad. And I'm like, God damn it, what's wrong?
Right.
I'm thinking something happened, And he's like, hey, the machine shop called. You must not have answered. And, or the place to get everything balanced at. And they sent wrong parts with my stuff.
Oh, no.
So I took everything in boxes. So I had to track down all kinds of crap, getting it overnighted to the balancing shop. And what a nightmare.
Yeah. 2 shots of tequila in the crock pot roast. Yeah, that sounds good. That ought to tenderize it good. Yeah. Moonshine works good, too.
So I like spicy.
Yeah.
And I used to grow all kinds of different style hot peppers, and I'd smoke dry them. And I would make different seasonings and like different jellies, like a smoked habanero blackberry jello or jellies, like strawberry jalapeno. But we would buy, what was that? It's been so long since I really drank it, but what's the whiskey? It's name a whiskey brand, not an expensive one. No, not Jameson.
Heaven Hill.
No, I can't remember the name. It doesn't really matter. But we would buy it. I actually liked it. And it was their whatever honey whiskey, and we would buy like a case of it.
Honey, that's probably Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
And we would buy all these fresh bottles. We'd empty out the whiskey, and we would add more honey to it, and we would add smoked cayennes in it. that are dried.
Yeah.
Add the whiskey back, a little bit of sugar, and you boil it real quick, and then you cap it and wax it, and we let it sit for like 18 months.
The ferment, yeah.
Holy cow. It was smoky, sweet, and spicy.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
You know what I like doing on the smoker is, and it sounds weird, is salt. Like smoke your salt.
Smoke
it's so
salt.
good. So good.
Yep.
How's the modern day culture club? Mad Dog 2020. Jesus.
Oh, man.
That's been a long time.
That night train.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was in college, we lived right behind a liquor store on campus.
Mm.
We were like the only guys that had our own house, and that place was a dump.
It always is.
Oh my!
In the ghetto.
Yeah, it was pretty crappy house.
That's like down in our ghetto down near University of Dayton. Just shit houses and kids just hanging out of the windows and
yeah, everywhere.
Bed sheets tied to the porch and shit.
Yeah, we were right in the middle of campus of Illinois State University, like where all the bars were the liquor store and all the restaurants. And I mean, it was within staggering distance of everything, including the police station.
Oh, yeah.
So, but they didn't really bother us too much.
Right, yeah. As long as you weren't killing nobody, right?
Yeah, or just make sure you didn't kill them in public. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Soak apple chips and Jack. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yep. You can actually buy Jack Daniel's wood barrel smoker chips.
Yeah, I've had those before. Yep. Yep. The what is it? They're not hickory. They're oak. They're oak. That's what they are.
And
yep.
Like everything barbecue wise, like down in Texas, is post oak.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't do like a real heavy smoke. I spent some time in Texas, probably too much. And I went to like Terry Black's and all the top places. And like I spent a weekend at Terry Black's seeing how they did everything.
And what's his name? Kevin. What's his name? Oh, he's got the best damn barbecue. I got some of his recipes, but he just does like salt and pepper on his beef. That's it.
Yeah.
But it's just the wood that he uses.
That's exactly what it is. They use just salt and pepper, and they trim the fat a certain way on the brisket, and it's straight up post oak. That's how they get their heat. It's just a wispy smoke the whole time, and then the last whatever amount of time they wrap it in like a butcher's paper, and it's pretty simple recipe.
Ruben was a White Claw fan.
Why?
You gotta tell me about your Johnny Fever.
The DJ, I don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't watch TV, and I think this character's name was from a TV show. This kid I worked with, he was kind of out there, right? I was just going on some political rant. This was a couple presidents ago, he said something about Ovaltine Jenkins, and so I played it off as this kind of like bipolar radio host, where he's like on PBS and he's just all quiet. And then somebody starts talking about something bullshit, and it was get off the Kool-Aid and get on the OJ.
Just blows
Ovaltine
up.
Jenkins. It's Ovaltine Jenkins, and I would just fucking snap on somebody, you know. So there was a local affiliate of like it's WGLT, but it was local affiliate of whatever.
You're good, LB.
Those quiet voice radios, you know, and I would just go on there and just start talking about all the stupid crap, and then I would just explode.
Just let it go, yeah.
And we'd record it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Fever was like
So it was Ovaltine.
He was the night DJ at WKRP in Cincinnati. It was a TV show, but there actually is a WKRP in Cincinnati, and it was hilarious show. I mean, this is back when I was a kid. This was an old show.
So we did it. It was like WFUK, you know, like 6:90 in the morning, you know, and you know, it was Ovaltine Jenkins, and it was just get off the Kool-Aid and get onto the OJ.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we'd get it going pretty good.
Yeah, Dan knows what I'm talking about. Howard Hessman. As God is my witness, I swore turkeys could fly. That was the best episode ever.
Didn't he do a TV show called Head of the Class? It was a bunch of smart kids, but they were like kind of downtrodden, and there was like 5 or 6 of them or something.
Maybe.
They were all like super geniuses. Or
yeah, Dan may know that one. Don may know it too. Yeah, Don remembers Dr. Johnny Fever. Yeah, I never did any kind of radio stuff. I wanted to. I got to announce at the track a couple times years ago.
Nice.
When we went to Indy. That was where our bracket finals was. We go over to IRP, and I got to get in the tower there a couple times. That was pretty cool.
See, even as a kid, WLS out of Chicago, when they were still doing a lot of real radio stuff, was still real big. And, for years, from the 70s through the 80s, especially when I was a kid, they still did the animal stories and all that with Larry Lee Jack and Uncle Larry, Little Tom. It was always pretty neat to listen to that. As a kid, you're not really getting it because they were throwing in so many adult humor things. And you hear it when you're older and you're like, oh, I get it now.
Man, I missed a lot of that. Yeah.
Man, I don't remember that.
I was a little risque back then.
God. Yeah.
Anyway, LB says Model T equipment failure. No worries. We're still here. Let's see if we didn't miss anything else. I don't think so. Stuntman like the White Claw. So who's all in here? So I made a list of this stuff that I want to get rid of. I have some T-shirts. These are just random ones here. These couple behind me. This one's the one I actually had like multiples of it made in different sizes. I got those. And by the way, if you want to get T-shirts made, have them made at Vistaprint because they're super cheap. You could actually make some money selling them. Everybody else just it's way too much. And they want to charge you for the artwork and all that shit. And so anyway, I actually had business cards made with all those like check engine lights and everything way back in the day. So I already had that pattern on there, but it's on there. I mean, it's just their generic pattern. And then like that's actually my tattoo right here. It's the old thrush muffler guy. I can't get my arm in the right place, but anyway, that was a sample. And there's another one. It's a girl's one. I got one, just random one, but anyway, so I've got the shirts. I've got those build books. I got stickers, which I'm just going to give the stickers away. I'm not going to. I have a GoPro Hero 3, which still works fine. It actually has extra batteries that go on the back. I got the case or the little thing that goes around it to hold it on the tripod. I've got 3 different microphones. One's like you sit it here on the desk and it just, it's right here. It's a USB. And then I got a lapel one. And then I've got like just a stand up one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this one up here, but you can't really see it. See if I can get it down. Where the hell is it? I don't know. Here, let me move the camera. It's like that one.
Oh, that's your own Johnny Fever microphone.
Yeah, I got my own. Yeah. See, I started out with a podcast and I don't really mess with it anymore. It still gets listens and I still make a couple bucks off of it, but I mean, literally a couple dollars. So yeah, that's what I'm going to keep this one. It's got a big boom stand on it and everything.
Nice.
Because I could have it on right now, but it's just, there's so much background noise right now because everybody's home tonight to spring break. And so you'll probably hear the kids partying.
So are they spring break this week?
Yeah. This week and next week. Yeah.
Because
here they don't know how to act on St. Patrick's Day and they like to tear up campus. So they make them all leave. Yeah. So they just come tear my house up. But I would rather have them here anyway. Tom says a girl one's only come in white. That's literally the only one I have is in white. I can show it to you. This was literally the only one I have. It says get out there and fix something on the back of it. I think it's a large. Yeah, it's a large. And that's literally the only. All the other ones are men's sizes. I've got some smalls and some mediums in the black ones. And then, there's Dr. Art. What's happening, Doc?
Oh, it's happening. I was just watching a estate sale auction.
Okay, good.
Bought a bunch of crap I don't need. And
that's pretty much everything in life, really.
Yeah.
But I also picked up a 01 Dodge 1500 tonight.
Nice.
The guy had doesn't live in town, had some problems with it in town. It was sitting at this gas station for weeks and weeks, and I put one of my stickers with my name and phone number on the back of it, and he called, and he goes, "Oh, I want this much money for it." I'm like, "Okay, good. Thanks for calling. Thanks, bye." And he called back today, and he goes, "I'll come down there. It starts and runs. You just got to put air in the tire. It's a slow leak. It just highs out of the trans, but it has 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll drive home." And I got it for $600.
Nice, good for you.
And it's got a 5.9 V8, so
that's cool. Heck yeah.
Somebody want that.
Barrow's asked if I checked into any merch, and yes, I have. I'm just coming up with different logos and sayings and stuff like that.
Right.
I'll use that for my, dump run truck.
Don any tank tops in extra small. I got some thongs you can wear.
The Jason's Garage Incorporated official banana hammock 2022.
That's right. What else do I got? Oh, I got microphones. I got a small. It's a rig handle, like.
Ooh, look at
camera
that.
here, up here, and this thing's adjustable. God, I can't get in the damn shot. I got that thing, yeah.
All this professional equipment.
I know.
Well, I'm getting rid of it cheap. It's auction time here at Jason's Garage. Like here's the one microphone I've got that goes on the desk. It's got a God damn it, everything's backwards on here. Got the cord.
Is it like just USB cord type thing?
This is an actual microphone cord, like a small.
Oh, 3 mil.
Yeah. This one is a USB, and it'll sit on the desk. Whoops. It sits on the desk, and you can turn it off and on. This one actually works really good. This was the first one I started doing my podcast with. I got all this shit. I got a Bluetooth speaker. I've got this digital camera, which does video and audio and stills. It's got a case. I got a drone because I have a different drone now. And that's pretty much all of it. So I just got to figure out how I'm going to give it away or sell it cheap, whatever. This drone's pretty cool. It's even got its own little camera that stabilizes itself. I just got a bigger one that actually holds my GoPro. But
it's got a little built-in camera in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow.
Yeah, go.
I'm gonna go solo. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Ooh.
and the legs, it folds out. It's got extra propellers. Whoops, you got to do it the right order. I mean, it's beat up. I've used it, but it still works really good. And it's got like a little 2-axis gimbal camera. It actually stabilizes itself while it's flying.
Cool.
You'll crash it a few times, learn how to fly it, but it takes really good video and pictures. And it's got a remote and a case, and it's got two rechargeable batteries. And excuse me.
How's the camera quality on it?
It says 4K. I don't think it's 4K. It's probably.
I mean, is it like?
It's more like 720.
Yeah, probably like a 720 or a 1080.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, not bad for getting some B-roll. The sensor. Excuse me. Let me go back to everybody. The sensor, like at night, doesn't work very well, but like in if you're faced away from the sun in the sunlight, it's got a really good picture. Like you could check your roof out on your house with it, and things like that. It's pretty cool.
What about flying over a car doing a big old smoky burnout?
That'd be perfect for that. It's done that many times.
Nice.
I've even gotten it, like my buddy when he's drag racing, I've gotten it down in behind his car and just kind of creep out behind it. It's really neat. Once you get used to it, and it's finicky when you first start farting with it, but yeah, it's like I said, just mess around in the house or out in the backyard with it on a still day, and then you'll get used to it. But it actually, like when you go to take it off, it raises up about 4 feet and it'll just hover. And if the wind blows, it actually maneuvers itself. It's pretty cool. What else do we? Auction. The weird hour already. What's up, Dust Devil? Yeah, the weird hour started early this week.
It starts when you wake up.
Yeah.
This week, yeah.
Especially with the time change. So I think we are going to definitely going to pull the engine out of an engine and trans out of that S10 this weekend. So we're going to get to cutting on that thing because the weather's supposed to be. I wanted to go camping, but I'm not ready yet. And the camper's not ready yet, and the weather's going to be iffy.
Everything's going to be muddy. Just stay in the garage.
Yeah, exactly. And I needed to do stuff to it anyway. Plus, I've been farting around with the new truck, getting it set up the way I want. So, been playing with it. Got some floor mats, and yeah, I went to take my wife for a ride in it. I think it was last night. And she goes to get in, and she's like, this one doesn't have a step on it. I was like, oh, shit.
Jump, honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have replied, yeah. I know.
Yeah. I had to give you a little boost. I don't know if you could do a super chat auction on that stuff. RBK. Yeah, I was thinking more like yeah, I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. I mean the super chat thing, yeah, literally would be like, okay, we gotta stop. I gotta write this down. This is who, you know. And then
just everybody throw $5 and you.
That's what I'm thinking, like just $1 amount, and then I'll just draw out of a bag.
$5, and then you throw it into $5 and you get a random gift.
Right.
Jason's the random reward system.
Yep, exactly. See, that's probably what we'll do. We'll just do that. I mean,
that's
we could do that.
Kind of fun, really.
Yeah, we could do that in super chats, you know. And $5 would be, I mean, that would be killer to get, you know, a drone for $5.
A drone for $5,
yeah.
We're gonna have to up the price a little bit on that one, but I mean, I don't care. I know you guys can use this stuff because I just have too much. My problem is I buy something and then my kids see it and they're like, "Oh, Dad needs this," and then they buy me another one.
Yeah,
it's like I bought these really nice headphones because I just had the headphones on, and I'd use this mic up here. They're back there buried, and then for Christmas they got me these that are all in one, you know. Oh my God, jeez. And then cameras, you know. Of course, I have a really, really nice camera that does video and that I take stills with, you know, that I've taken pictures for a long time, so. And then, yeah. So that's about it on that one. We'll figure something out. I'm not gonna worry about it tonight, that's for sure. We'll do a bang up night on it, I guess. One of these days, you know, that's what I should do. Just put everything on a card, put it in a hat, and then just start.
That'd be great.
Yeah, just start drawing them out, you know, and then send me your address.
Then when everybody gets their stuff, they can compile photos and send it to you, and you can like post them out there and be like, you know, like, hey, I'm Two Hacks Garage, and I got a thing of Dusseldorf mustard. You know,
I got this ink pen.
Yeah.
I got this thing, whatever it is.
But that'd be hilarious. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You could just turn it into like a small weekly or monthly video of the random reward system.
Yeah. Yep. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea.
Barrows has got like 40 quadrillion, you know, buildings full of Ford parts and whatever have you not that he could really make something out of.
April 1st after Wilburn's live. Yeah, I might be able to do that actually. When is that? That's a Friday, yeah. If I'm not going camping, but yeah, we'll see. Actually, I could do it when I'm going camping. Even I could rip it live off my phone, as long as we got signal. So what else is going on in the world? What was the parts wrong?
Wrist pins.
Ah, damn, really?
Wrist pins and piston rings of all things.
Wow.
I know.
It's
like
the wrong.
Yeah.
You
So not only
wristbands would be with the pistons, but yeah. that's
well,
weird.
so when I got the kit and they sent me the wrong one and I called them back, what I had ordered, they were out of then. So they said,
Mhm.
hey, we're just going to send you the stuff that's the better upgraded stuff that we'll just make it good. Well, they gave me the wrong wristbands, and
Dang.
so they
Did
were
you?
probably just in a hurry. So,
Yeah. Did you find them though? What you needed?
yeah,
Yeah. Good.
I did.
Call him
So
back
that
again.
was.
Yeah, it's me again. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was just not happy about that. It's like you got to be kidding me. It was
So I
just meetings
bought
all day.
we got we always use those Streamlight, really nice flashlights at work because they're durable as shit. So I have this one. It's called Switchblade. It opens up. It's like 3 lights in one. I've had it for years. I've sent it back like 2 or 3 times to get it fixed. And they always send it back saying, "Oh, we fixed this, we fixed that. It's such and such amount." Yeah, no problem. I don't care. I don't want to buy another. It's a $200 flashlight. So the other day it was on a truck and it's got a really strong magnet on the bottom, and I go to grab it off the truck and the bottom just crumbles off of it, like the plastic just dried up.
Hmm.
Like, well, shoot. So I gave it to the tool man and he sent it in. I was kind of surprised it came back so fast. He comes in today, he's shaking his head. He's like, "Did you give me this light?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did they fix it?" He was like, "No." I'm like, "What?" He says, "Yeah, they won't fix it under warranty because they said you damaged it." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't want it fixed under warranty. I wanted them to fix it. I need it fixed. Well, they said they can't fix it. I'm like, I was pissed. So I called them. It's like over in Pennsylvania or something. I'm like, "Listen, I've been buying Streamlights for 30 plus years. I have spent thousands of dollars. All my fleet trucks have these lights in them." And I was like, "Why can't you fix this light?" And they were like, and I was told them what it was, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's the one that you smashed the end of it or whatever." What I was like, "I didn't smash it. I literally picked it up off the truck it was stuck to, and it just crumbled." I said, "I wasn't wanting it fixed for free. I wanted you to fix it." He says, "Well, the problem is we can't get parts for it." I'm like, "Oh, so we don't make that light anymore." I'm like, "So you're not gonna like offer me the upgraded model or anything like that?" No. Like, okay, well, I'm not buying your shit anymore.
Yep,
Like that's messed up.
that is messed up.
So, what's up, Steven? So yeah, that's when my day started at 7:30 this morning. I'm like, just kick me right in the nuts. Why don't you? But parts hasn't been an issue yet this week. It's just slow to get parts.
Yeah.
Is your NFG any good, or
What's that?
is your new guy is any good?
Yeah, actually is. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He was I had him working on a dump truck today all by himself, and the other guy that works with me, he acts like he has to tell everybody what to do, and finally had to go over there because we had again, it was just us guys. I'm like, "Kevin, will you leave that dude alone? Let him do his thing." He came from a bus garage, so he knows how to work on big stuff. Like, leave that dude alone. Yeah, lifetime guarantee, first false advertisement. Yes, indeed. I've never ever had a problem though. I've probably sent them 40 flashlights over the years, some of them multiple times, and never had an issue with them. So, yeah, the FNG. Yeah, those mounts are cool that you got him. That's probably something like I'm going to do in the S10. Well, it's like the ones that Art put in the Ranger, those weld together ones. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, S10, your kit just comes in a box. Don't
Yeah, right. The whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just plug it in. Huh?
Yeah, just don't fight it, and then you just falls in like it was made for it.
Yeah. I wish I trusted this transmission more. I would just go ahead and just slam it together, but I got to work on that transmission. But I know I got to do some frame modification stuff. So
yeah,
because I want to be able. Go ahead.
I got to take the trans back out of the Ranger.
Yeah.
Because it's a LS with a turbo 400, and you run that adapter in front of the torque converter.
Yeah.
And this is a billet torque converter. And this, when I kind of mocked it all up, I'm like, okay, cool. I got a little play in there and stuff like that. The flywheel suck it up, no problem. I'm good to go. But it's all up in there, and the flywheel don't suck up the torque converter.
Is the hub the
yeah,
pilot?
the hubs. I got to
Yeah.
machine down that adapter or something, but
Yeah.
so it's all got to come right the fuck back apart.
I've been watching that, trying to figure out what I got to do to put this power light in. So yeah, I saw that you need the flat flywheel and then the spacer for the converter, or vice versa. Yeah, I haven't.
And then because I didn't want to take the extra 10 seconds to take the flywheel off the LS, put it on the floor, make sure it all fit, And so now I got to take the whole
shoe bang back out.
The whole trans out of it, which is not that big a deal, but.
Well, you've got a lift and probably you got a transmission jack and stuff too.
I got one coming. Just bought me a brand new one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it won't be any problem.
So he did that on purpose, so he could be like,
I gotta buy a jack.
I gotta buy a new jack.
I gotta buy a new jack.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, damn it!
I would have bought one eventually anyway, but so.
Shucks.
But I'm like, and I got this thing in there low, so it doesn't really tip back a whole lot because the intake's already up against the firewall and stuff like that. So I gotta be a little creative when I get the trans out. Probably got to pop the intake back off.
Gas prices here tonight. Yeah, what are they? That's a good question.
$4.63 here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ours went down a little bit for some unbeknownst reason. I'll tell you, I went out on the highway last night to take the truck for a ride with my wife, and there was nobody on the road. Diesel.
Yeah, Levi's right. I just need the 4L80 flywheel to put on there. And
yeah, that's what it is. A 4L80. That's the flat flywheel, not the stepped one, isn't it?
Yeah. So then you just bolt that in, and the converter works. But I'm trying to be a cheap asshole and bought the adapter instead of the good.
I would have done the same thing. So don't. $4.79 for diesel, and regular is $3.95. Yeah.
It's cheap.
Yep. So that's what it is here. E85 is $3.79. Why is E85 the same fucking price as gas? That's what I don't get.
See, we're $4.63 or whatever, and I saw E85 at like $3.10.
Yeah, I don't.
Did not make any sense.
Yeah. I agree with you, Kim. He stopped looking because it scared him. I know. Veggie oil conversion.
Yes.
Nope, not doing it. I have fixed way too many injector pumps and stuff because of vegetable oil. No way, Jose.
Yeah, you just got to get it clean enough and thin enough.
But. Yeah, I don't have time to do that.
I got to filter my fuel before I leave.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. And you got to heat
it up. I've seen a lot of those things. Those are neat.
You got to
really
heat
cool
it up
how people do that.
Like,
but
I got an 8-minute drive to work, and I wake up 10 minutes before I got to be there.
Yeah.
I don't have time to do that stuff. Great idea. I mean, for guys that can do it, go ahead. But not me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a lot. You have to have the space for the big vats and then the patience. And then
there was a guy behind the shop where I used to work at. He drove a delivery truck, and he would literally. That's all he did. He would clean that stuff. And he had this heated tank in the back, and now he did really well. And it was an old Ford with a Cummins in it.
Mm-hmm.
And but every now and again, if it got really, really cold, he'd be out there with a torch, and it was a mess. And
did he run like a heater hose inside of his fuel line to keep it warm?
Yeah. And then he had like I think it was a nitrous bottle heater he had on the bottom of the tank to keep it warm.
I wonder how that would work in like the Midwest when it gets negative 50,000 degrees.
Well, that's what happened to him a couple times here because every now and again we'll get down to 30 below. Just
same with us
every few years. And then it was one of those years it just came out of nowhere, and it just everything gelled up. And diesel will even do it if you don't have your heater plugged in.
Right.
So hit the McDonald's on the way home for free. Yeah.
Or you could run that red fuel, the off-road diesel.
Off-road fuel, yeah.
Yeah, for the farmers use and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got that at work, but we get caught putting that in the machine. Not anything but a machine. It's like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't. Yeah, we didn't get enough taxes out of that. Yeah,
I bet they sold
Yeah.
a lot of. I bet they sold a lot of that red fuel right now.
hmm That's what
I
my
see.
father-in-law runs in his Dodge pickup.
Mm.
He goes and just goes to, I don't know, goes to co-op or something like that. And he fills his tank in his big tank he's got in the back of his truck, and he just hauls engines all over the place.
Yeah,
Not so much anymore.
gas cars have a hard time when it's that cold too. I mean,
Yep.
I've seen noses come off of starters and all kinds of shit.
I see Florida rescinded their state gas tax.
Oh, really?
People, yeah.
Wasn't Ron up here saying it was $4.98 or something like that?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, NSB, yeah, $4.29,
Mm-hmm.
$4.39 around here. Jeez.
Yeah. $4.99 for diesel. That's about what it is here right now.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
I got a 1,000-mile round trip this weekend too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Then yeah, that's gonna be a lot of gas money.
Yeah. Hopefully you got a fuel efficient automobile.
Yeah, I'm not using mine. I'm gonna use my wife's.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
27, 28-ish. You know. But still, it's just like
Yeah.
it's a lot of money.
I know. Well, what was nice when we took the dogs for a ride to get them acclimated with the truck last night, and the mileage thing up there was like 24 miles a gallon. I'm like, well, that's more than twice what the old truck got. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can justify the $1 more a gallon for fuel, but it's like, damn.
It still hurts.
Yeah.
You know.
It just limits you.
It makes you wonder what it's going to be like. What's
Yeah.
going to happen? Because I'll be every year I go to Florida. I've already booked a vacation in Florida. I've got a 900-mile one-way drive. Everything's paid for. I'm driving, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Where in Florida are you going?
We're usually in Anna Maria Island or Madeira Beach area, but this year we're going to be in the Destin area.
Yep, I love Destin.
Yeah.
The water's so freaking clear there.
Yeah, it's
you got
nice.
that one big inlet right there. Yeah, it's nice. It's about a 15-hour drive for us to Destin, so yeah.
For us, it's not that bad. It's about 15, 16 to like the Tampa area for me, but from where I'm at to go to the Destin area is like 12, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's not too bad. But Anna Maria Island, that's where we usually end up at. But we went there 4 or 5 years in a row, and just right there on the other side of Bradenton. So
that's cool. Heck yeah. NSB say didn't hear about the tax thing. Let's see how much difference it makes. Yeah.
Well, it would in Illinois it'd make a ton of difference just because of the
60
fact
cents a gallon here.
Oh man, Illinois is terrible on it.
Yeah.
The municipality taxes and everywhere.
There's a little sticker like from our weights and measure guys. You know, his name's like Carl Keith or something, and it says so and so gets this much. We get this much. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
The gas man don't really get that much, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how the government makes way more money off of fuel than the oil companies, but yet they blame the oil companies. Oh, the great oil companies. Oh.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Let's see here.
And why don't we use our own? Oh, that's
let's just start using our own.
Weird.
Support the American jobs. You know.
Yeah. Let's see.
I feel bad for all those people that were in the Dakotas when all that boom was going on, doing really well, and everything was popping up really nice up there, and this happens. It's like
and then the liberals went in there and just shut her down.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah.
I'm not going to get political, but
I know.
But here's the funny part is like I've got a friend that's he's kind of the big green weenie on everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I sent him this article about how California in some parts are asking people not to charge their cars.
Yeah, because the grid.
Because of the grid. And I'm like, they went to this certain percent of their green energy sources and it's just frying everything. And it's like, hey, there you go.
Great idea.
Great idea.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Yep, keep it up. Keep it up.
LB said Congress gave themselves a 22% pay increase today. Yeah, that's probably about right.
Yep.
I think I got 2. Cost of living 2%.
Yeah, Congress gets a 22% tax increase, and that's higher than their approval rating. Something's
Yeah.
wrong about that.
Yeah, but we don't have any choice in the matter anymore, it seems like.
Nope.
That's why it's just like, yeah, whatever. Live my life and let them take all my money.
It's gonna go up in flames. We better have our fun first.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No.
I agree. I try and do as much side work as I can until they
Yeah.
take the money away, which they're working on that too.
Oh, with the PayPal stuff
Right.
and everything like
Yeah, all
that.
the fucking Bitcoin and all that bullshit.
Everything the way they want every
Everybody's
little
like,
tiny
"Oh
penny.
man, you need to invest your money in whatever the fuck it's called." I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm gonna
See,
buy
I never
gold."
understood that. It's like it's not backed by anything.
No, it has no backing,
It's
and
like
and and
yeah,
it fails all the time,
yeah,
constantly. Like you need to buy gold, and you need to buy silver. That's what you need to be buying.
or
Fuck.
guns.
And that, yeah,
Yeah.
and ammo, yeah,
Yep.
and car parts.
Because I got friends like, oh, my 401k this. I'm worried about this. It's like, dude, if it crashes, nothing's worth anything.
Nothing's worth. Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing. It's like good luck.
Yep. And then if you take all the money and hide it, well, then all it's going to be is a pile of fucking paper.
Exactly.
It is going to be worthless. So you need something, something you can hold in your hand, a mineral, a valuable, something that you can
But
trade.
even then, what's that going to be useful for?
That's the only thing I am thankful for having a trade is I can
Yeah.
trade my work for food and, you know,
Bartering and labor would
yep.
be the
I
biggest
mean, that's where
commodity. It's
yeah.
going to be the biggest commodity, and
That's why I'm glad, like my son was gifted with being able to fix things with his hands
yeah,
and he's a pretty good outdoorsman and stuff because like he's moving to Wyoming with his truck like he's going to be there with nothing and everybody's like aren't you worried about him? I'm like fuck no, I'm not worried about him. That kid slept outside in a tent in the middle of winter when he was like 8 years old for 3 days and I couldn't get him to come in. He didn't care.
nothing wrong with that.
He's fine. I found one of the picture popped up on my Facebook the other day. It was like 9 years ago. Yeah, he's in this tent. He's all bundled up. He's out here on the back deck, and he's got like an electric cord run out there with his video games in the tent.
Yeah, well,
it's just covered in snow.
It's all gonna come down to the 21st century adult version of Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's gonna be.
But he built this cool, little like he got a truck cap, and he built this nice bed, and he's got storage, and he's got heat, and he's got a deep cycle battery in the back and an inverter, and I mean
he'll be good to go.
He's got a camp stove. He'll be fine. I mean, I literally don't even worry about it. What's up, Doc? You back at it?
Yeah.
Man, that was like a bedroom voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I know who he was on the phone with.
Yeah. No, I got 3 phone calls right in a row. I'm like, Jesus. So, I mean, after work, nobody calls me. Nobody calls, nobody cares line.
Right.
But then 3 people in a row.
It's only when they want something, right?
Yeah.
Dad.
Are you busy? Oh, yeah, kind of. What do you need? Yeah.
You busy? No, I'm just sitting here on my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to Wyotech? Nope. He is actually will be graduating from Hobart Welding Technology School, which is here just north of town, and he's going to work for CAT.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll be a certified welder in all aspects. It's a crash program, dude. They go 40 hours a week for 9 months, and like every 2 weeks
Wow.
is a different process,
That's
and
nice though.
yeah.
It's kind of the way to do it because that's how they're going to be doing their job.
That's how we, that's what we figured. Like, well, he's got to be there at 7 and he gets home at 3:30. That's exactly what I work, and they're going to want him there at dark 30,
Mm-hmm.
So I have a nephew going to Wild Tech though for hot rod stuff,
Yeah.
like fabrication and whatnot.
I sat in a meeting
I wish I
today.
could have done that also, Dan. I tell you, that was one of my dreams. I never got to do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I sat in meetings today, and I don't even know how this is possible. I got put on the committee for our team to represent HR, and
Oh shit.
yeah, it's not very good. And I literally just sat there and just wanted to leave Earth. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go live on Mars with Elon Musk. Anybody else that's normal, you're more than welcome to join me. I just couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Dude.
Like
So-
complaints.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And
I don't
stupid.
work in HR. I don't
Yeah.
work in HR. It's like a liaison type thing for stuff. And it's like, you're going to bitch about that? And it's like, listen to yourself.
Our HR is so stupid. Like, we have to hold their hand to get anybody hired or anything. Like, well, what do we have to do? Why do you have to do this? You have to do it. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So right before I got on here, there was this short that popped up, and it just had this funny meme. And it said, we all need to leave Earth now. And it was like, it was about 50 seconds of headlines of this stupid random shit that's happening. You're like, oh, the Ukraine stuff, and then the homeless, and the don't charge your car thing was on there. It had a picture of it. California urging them because and I was just sitting there and I'm like, holy shit, this thing is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I should see if it's still up here. I could probably play it real quick.
They're telling people in California not to charge their cars.
Yes, it's taxing the grid. They can't keep up. It's burning up the grid.
Yeah. So California did all the certain percent green energy, Doc. And it's just not sustainable, and they always have to kick back over to coal. Then they have to sacrifice their firstborn to the climate gods after that. And it's like it's just the fallacy of it.
See if I can
That's
pull
great.
this over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they just want to lock everybody down. So gas is $8 a gallon out there, and you can't charge your electric car because it's against the law.
It's one crisis to the next. Just one after another, and it gets more and more just chaotic.
Well, if I play this, they'll fucking copyright me. So I'll just show you. I'll just show you the picture, and you can look it up because it's kind of spooky. I'm telling you, it's kind of spooky. Let's see if I can get it to come up here. Oh, dang it. Here we go. Share screen.
Share window, and
yeah.
Art, I'll tell you a good one I heard. So, like I said, I don't work in HR. It's like a liaison type thing between employees and HR for like the open door style stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like
shit, it's
anonymity.
Loading. No, that's not what
And somebody literally complained that they felt the company that I work for, which is extremely large, was being unfair because they were supporting and giving, whatever about Ukraine over other social organizations here in America that have had the spotlight for a while. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but it says we need to leave Earth now. Then there's a picture of a clown on the front. Just watch it. It's freaking.
I'll have to find that.
It's gone. I bet you it's gone batshit already. I was trying to see how many views it got. I'm listening to you guys though. Sorry. Let's see where is it? Well, there's me. I'll go to history again.
It's a pretty scary world we live in.
It's got 89,000 views already.
Dang.
And I think it had just popped up earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Wish I would have made that one.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Said fuck work and made a video today and got 80,000 views.
Yeah.
Got laid off because of my HR. Yeah. The only thing HR is worried about is the company not getting its ass sued. That's all there is.
That's all it is.
Like,
it's public image.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
they're not worried about you. They're not worried about what's wrong with you, your complaints, your.
They don't care about your career. They don't care about
you. They don't give a shit about that. They're just
one of the biggest reasons I don't do social media, other than now with car stuff. And I don't do anything. I don't throw anything personal out there, whatever, is because one of our policies is what you share on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not even saying you work for this company or whatever, can be.
Yep.
And it's like that's
why I don't. My old company that I worked for. Well, when I worked for AAA, that's why I had it where I was like I was self-employed or whatever. Because they would use it against you.
Yep.
Like, yeah, we're going to check your Facebook. I'm like, no, you're not.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
That's what I tell them because I ain't
just
got
don't
one.
give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh, you
check
want to
all
see
your
my
s-
Instagram page? It's a bunch of car crap.
Yeah. Check out my YouTube
There you
channel.
go.
Thanks for the views, jerk.
Yeah. You know what? Just have the whole company check it out. Every
Yeah,
single
why not?
video.
Yeah. Watch every one of them.
80,000 views.
There's like
or whatever.
330 videos on there. Go ahead and just watch them all.
Yeah, just watch them all. You know.
Make sure
Nice
I'm
little
doing
bump.
everything right. Watch every one of my videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Make sure.
Critique
By the
them
way,
for
there's
me.
700 of them, and most of them are 15 seconds long.
Make sure.
Just watch them twice just to make sure.
Yeah.
Just run it in a loop.
I did get my community tab thing today.
Well, from 500 views now, you can post. Yeah, your
What do you
community
got,
tab.
LB?
You make
Yeah,
posts. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just threw a couple posts out there. It's like that's kind of neat.
Free notebook copy of my book on Barnes and Noble. Yes, you can.
He
Definitely talk me
LB's
into
got a
doing it.
couple really good books.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got one right here.
You got one of his books?
Yeah,
Oh,
The
I got it
Public.
here.
It's actually really good.
Cool. Tyranny. Yeah. Yeah,
Really good
let us
book.
know, LB. I'll throw that up there for you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why Barrow still has a Ford.
It's Ford horse. It's Ford parts horse. Yeah.
Guy on a horse with car parts in his saddlebags. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horse pooping on a Tesla.
Mm.
Nice. That would be a good one. You should draw that up, Jeff.
What's that? Horse shitting on a Tesla?
Horse. Yeah, well, the guy's on a horse with his saddlebags full of car parts, like hot rod parts hanging out of it, and then he's taking a poop on a Tesla.
Yeah. Well, I that would be a good one. Our local, we have a local manufacturer of the electric vehicles. It's Rivian, and they're getting big, and they took over an old Mitsubishi plant.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, one thing that really pissed me off. It's like, okay, this plant's opening. It's kind of wishy-washy. Talking
Right.
about hiring all these employees, and a friend of mine who's got like a doctorate in electrical engineering, whatever, did an NDA with them, and or did a consultant, and he was telling me some shit. You would think in this town of the town I work out of is 150,000 people. They'd be hiring a lot of people from that town.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 80% came from everywhere else. And it's like, oh,
So we
nothing
had
like hiring local.
we had a truck and bus plant here in town. We built the S10 and the S10 Blazers and Trailblazers and stuff. It was actually an old Frigidaire plant and went out of business, and Fuyao Glass bought it. And they were saying how, oh, yeah, they're going to have all these jobs and they're going to need all these contractors and this and that. 80% of them are from Japan. They don't speak English. And I have electrician friends that are in the union, and they went in there and they're like, dude, that place is a time bomb ready to go off.
Yeah.
He's like, it's so bad how they have it put together. OSHA's in there constantly. People are getting hurt. They don't pay shit. It's crazy.
We have a tire manufacturer here in town, and it's a large tire manufacturer. They do a lot of industrial stuff, but they offer to kind of expand their capabilities here and do a local, tires just for them. And this company said, no. It's like, what are you doing here?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of a joke.
Yeah, like Rob said, 90% automated, but it's so bad. My friend Big Steve, he's like, we go in there all the time to fix something. It's like, you're supposed to put these butts together and screw them together or solder them. He said they're just taking a hammer, just smashing the wires together, and they're. He says it's going to be so bad. And that was a big plant. I mean, a big fucking plant.
Yeah. That's the problem with that. Is a lot of this stuff gets automated and people lose their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The people building the robots lose their jobs because now the robots are building the robots, and
it
just goes on and on and on.
But even the maintenance guys, like when it was
Yeah.
a Mitsubishi factory, they had a huge maintenance area, and a couple of the guys that I used to work with came from there, and they were basically talking about they were software guys, right? And like all these machines, they would have to go do all the revisions and do this and whatever, and then that became all automated. and it was just dwindling people down. And it's like, man, that is just
It's sad, I
not right.
know.
It is.
Yeah. And Dayton is a very big manufacturing town. We started out, I mean, this is where a lot of stuff was invented, and it's all going away. It's sad. Like National Cash Register was half a downtown,
Yeah.
all gone, General Motors, Delco Products, Tenneco, all those are just gone.
We had a big GE plant here
Mhm.
for years. I mean, going back World War II era,
Yeah.
and it was huge.
We
And
have
then
a
when
big one.
GE conglomerated with somebody else, boom, gone. That factory
Yeah,
went to
it was
Mexico.
what was it? Eleno or whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, we have a big GE plant um, towards Cincinnati. Yeah, Meade went away. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of them. A lot of them. Dayton Tire. Yeah. Yep, bunches of them went away. Now they're all breweries and fucking loft apartments.
If you think about it, I've got two kids, one almost 17, one 13.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the manufacturing, with all the mass job quits, that's forcing more AI into stuff, and do more with less. Where are these kids going to work? And where are they
They're
going to
gonna
have
work
good?
from home.
Yeah, but where are they going to have good jobs?
I don't know,
I've been in
dude.
my
I
career
know.
for 23 years,
I know.
and
I got.
you look at the manufacturing sector, you look at all this different stuff that actually pays pretty well.
Well, I'll tell you
It's
right now.
gone.
I have 4 kids. I have 3 girls and a boy. Hunter's the younger one. He is literally the only one, and my oldest is 31, and my youngest is almost 21. So I got 10 and a half years in between them. The 3 girls struggle constantly with work, and one of them has a bachelor's, one of them has an associate's. No, 2 of them have associates. I mean, but he's literally the only one that's just going to go straight from school into a good job
Yeah,
because he has to fucking work with his hands, and that's all going
yeah.
away.
My daughter turned 16 during the whole COVID lockdown, right?
Yeah.
Actually, she got her driver's license later than she could have because of the
Mhm.
DMV, and
Oh yeah. Well, my son
fun-
graduated high school in 2020, so yeah, it was
yeah.
a
So,
mess.
but that she couldn't go to work,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I
she
know.
was
Yeah.
my
Wasn't her
brother-in-law and my
fault.
sister were like, hey, we're gonna hire, and then it was like locked down, and then it was like all the mandate stuff,
Mhm.
and my sister's pro mandate, I'm not, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna tell my 16-year-old daughter she's got to go do that to work here. It's like,
Yeah.
read between the lines on this one.
Exactly.
Unlike you grew up with me, Amy, you
I.
should know better. It's
Yeah.
my twin sister too, so it's
Yeah.
not like. But finally everything's kind of opened up and she's working. But it really does put a lot of these kids behind the 8 ball on a lot of stuff.
It did, and it. I'll tell you another thing that I've noticed. I'm sure you guys have too. Is it has ruined the American psyche. Like
Yeah, oh yeah,
it just stumped
yeah,
everybody, and
yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to drive to work anymore.
No.
After being home for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, like I heard a stat in that meeting I was telling you about today about like surveys going out. They use the term mental illness or whatever, for workforce. And let's say pre-pandemic, it was 4.5% of the workforce. The company I work for now, it's like up to like 35%.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like PTSD.
Yeah.
It's bad, dude. I mean, and people say, "Oh, that's a bunch of hooey and no." It's like, no, man.
No, it's not.
These people are damaged, and I feel bad for them, and it's the fucking government's fault.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a guy come in today who was working from home the last 2 years, and it was his first day back, and he's like, "I can't do this."
Yeah, he just
he's in by his boss with his 2-year beard on.
Mm-hmm.
Go, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
There are people. So I started my job where I'm at now at the county the day they shut everything down, the day before St. Patrick's Day. So tomorrow will be 2 years. There are still people that I haven't seen because they don't work. They've been working from home that whole time. Like half the building. Like when I go up in the front, like I go all the way up to the front to pay my water bill because we're, the water company's on my side. And I walk through that building and it's empty. There's nobody there. It's
Yeah.
like all these offices. And I get up in the front, the two girls I always see up in the front. I'm like, hey ladies, what's going on? They're like, just sitting here by ourselves. Nobody comes in anymore. They call on the phone and pay. And I was like, do people actually work back here in these offices? And they were like, well, a couple years ago it used to be full.
See, it kind of makes you wonder, because I know that the town that I live in, they rely heavily. They're big tax and spend assholes, but they rely heavy on commercial taxes.
Right.
And the company I work for, it's the home office.
Hey, Travis.
And it employs so many people. But part of the thing is these city governments are just freaking out, because if they lose commercial real estate, it's not taxable. They're losing that income. It's like, are they talking to these corporations and businesses like, oh yeah, you can get people back in there, do you have that space, and because I know like my department is 5,000 people or something like that, and 100% of us can work from home.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
And we proved it. And now they're like, 5 days a month. And
my friend that works on the base, he started working on the base the same day I started working for the county. He's never even been set foot on the base. Literally, they hired him. They shipped him a brand new setup, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Sent a guy out, set it up. He has worked from his basement since day one. He's like, I don't even know what my office looks like, he says.
I was home 550 days without even stepping. I didn't even care. I was like, fuck it,
Yeah.
And I was just working from home, and I liked it, and I got used to it, and it became it was a lot easier,
I can only do so much working from home doing my job.
Well, yeah. And so
pull a truck in the driveway and
then it was like, hey, we're going to open things up if people want to come in. You didn't see my ass in there, And then it was like, we got to come in. They pitched this. We're going to come in like 2 days a month for collaboration.
Like a team meeting,
then everyone comes in for collaboration, and we actually had our own room, which was cool. Oh, you can't use that. Okay, well, my team at work is 9 people. Yeah. We can't get together. Then what the hell are we doing? Now it's like
Zoom meetings while you're at work.
That's what we did. So it's like we're sitting like 12 feet apart from each other, and it's like, I can hear Jason talk, and then I hear it over my headset, and it's like, this makes no sense. Then they were like, my boss was actually retiring and was like, oh yeah, this whole thing's just about getting people back in seats. It's like, that's just wrong.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my inhaler. Sorry, you got me going there.
Yeah, our corporate building where I work at when I'm not traveling is 10 stories. And then years ago, there was probably 2,600 people in there.
Yeah.
Lunchtime, you got to wait, 5 minutes for elevators and, the whole thing, and 20 people packed in the elevator, just what normal was. Now, when we go in, there's maybe 100 people in the building, tops.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Why?
It doesn't make sense.
No, not when I got to drive my truck at fucking $4 a gallon there, Yeah.
I can get up in the morning, normal routine, get ready, go to my laptop. Nice out. I sit outside. Wintertime, usually in the garage or down in my basement.
I like the other 3 days a week, and for the 2 previous years, wake up, hit the K cup, but and then bring it upstairs, and then I'm at work in 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
Now it's 2 hours by the time you wake up, and you got to clean yourself and eat something and then drive in and
look presentable.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't even care. It's again, whatever. It's kind of funny because they for our Skype stuff, they had us all put like pictures, whatever. And I had this picture from the French Quarter 2020. Just looked out of sorts. I'll just put it that way. And I put that up there. So everyone's just like, where do you live? Don't worry about it. Where's that picture taken? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I put all kinds of crazy backgrounds on my stuff. So
I do too.
Yeah, around Christmas time, I had jumping Christmas trees and all that kind of stuff in the background.
The kids are having a fire out back. It smells good. I'm jelly. You there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here.
I was it got real quiet. I'm like, hello.
Let's play a prank on him and not say anything.
Yeah, everyone just stare and look around.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh shoot, where is it? OB said he left the link at the top.
Dr. Art, what I always thought was somewhat comical. I know it
All
was,
the way at the top?
obviously COVID is not a very good thing to have, but being in a Skype call and seeing people on the other end wearing a mask, it's like, yeah, you're in your own home.
Oh, where
What are
did
you
LB live it?
Oh yeah. Because they finally took away our mask mandate for that building. There's still people there.
Oh, he needs to.
Yeah, they did that to us too, and it's like, thank God.
Let me put it in. Hold on, Travis. I'm getting it put in there, bub. There you go. Oh, let's see. Yeah.
Hey, you're on a Zoom. You don't need a mask.
That's exactly. I was just like, what are these people
you're gonna
doing?
get a computer virus. It's the real thing.
Yeah.
Double up.
Yeah.
Put some gloves on too.
Yeah. Oh,
which is not funny because when it all started, they were giving blue gloves away at the gas pump because everyone thought they could get.
You couldn't find anything. Everyone, I mean, nobody knew at the beginning. Then after a while, it's like you kind of question everything. And then when people really
What's up,
drink,
Travis?
it's like, why are you wearing a mask in your basement on Skype?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, you still see people wearing masks driving the car and stuff. It's ridiculous.
I know, it's stupid.
Yeah, by themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
are you retarded?
I am.
I know, I am too. I should know this.
Yeah.
Takes one to know one, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, well, TVA put out a thing that the people that have been working at home, they can continue to work at home if they want to. They don't have to come back to work.
That's pretty much what Jeff was saying because
yeah.
he's been at home for eons too. So, whoops.
Yeah.
You don't get that privilege, do you?
No,
no.
Yeah, I wish I could work from home. It would be nice. I run the units from here. It'd be great.
Oh yeah, set up. Just the controls for the units. In the spare bedroom, and go in there. For a couple hours, move some knobs around. Yeah, we're good to go.
Well, it was kind of nice today at work. I actually got to run the units. I've been sitting there watching them and going through the screens and stuff. And today they actually let me shut down one of the units.
Nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, because these are whole completely different units than what I'm used to.
So I can plug this thing in to the car and have it outside, and then I can come inside and work with this thing.
There you go.
But
there you go.
That's about as far as I can get from.
I can work from anywhere. I have a
literally, you can work
mobile hotspot. So I mean,
Yeah.
even it's from work, even if I'm in the car or whatever.
That's cool.
Like our rule was when we went home is if we were going to leave the United States, we had to declare that. Or if we were going to be in certain states longer than a certain period of time due to tax laws and residency laws, we had to declare that.
Yeah, I know some people, friends of ours, they just moved, and I watched this one couple on YouTube. They're RVers, and they both work their job remotely, and they just travel. So wherever they're camping for the week, that's where they're working from. It's crazy.
Because because March, because when everything was really shut down, then some places were open. We took off a good part of July, and we're just down south, and I would work, morning and part of the night, just getting my shit done.
Dust Devil said he told his work they could move a CNC mill into his shop.
There you go. Why not?
He said they didn't go for that.
That'd be a pretty good setup.
That'd be nice, definitely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sit at home, go out every cycle, every 20 minutes, get the button, new part. Yeah.
Put a new piece of billet in there and load a rip tater chip.
Let her go. Yeah.
I think my phone went off. Sorry. So I was going to ask Art, are you using the factory EFI on that LS engine you're putting in the Ranger?
Yeah, I'm just using the factory harness and the.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to ls1.com.
Yes, I wrote that down the other day.
He's got the pinouts for the
yeah.
And then really after I kind of depinned everything and stuff on the harness, and I'm like, well, this was kind of fucking dumb. I should just left the connectors. I'm not using hang, and would have been much easier. Didn't have to make a big mess of undoing all the wires and redoing.
That's what I see them. They're like, separate this blue and green, and I was like, why?
No,
mount the fuse box and plug that sucker in, let it rip.
Yeah, if I was, well, would I probably do another one? I'll use a factory harness. I'll just leave the harness alone because it's not tough, but it's kind of fun, because you're like, oh, okay, you play with all these pinouts, you understand how it works a little better.
Right.
But
what are you using an older transmission, a non-electronic transmission?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, turbo 400.
So the same thing I'm doing pretty much because I'm running I may actually run a 400 if this power glide doesn't work out right. So or a 350 or I'm not going to run an electronic transmission. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and depending on how the computer's set up, you may need to borrow the ground the park lead and stuff like that. So it doesn't.
But
easy.
That's shit I do all day long at work anyway. So excuse me.
Well, 700 R4 is a non-electronic transmission too, isn't it?
Yes, I think.
Depending on the year.
Yeah, but a lot of them had electronic. The converter's locked up, but I mean, I'm not going to be running a lockup converter anyway. So,
yeah. But that'd be a way to get an overdrive if you wanted
it. Yeah, I'm not worried about having an overdrive. I only want one. I only want to shift it once. So that's why I want to put the power glide in it because, like I said, I've been bracket racer all my life, so I try and take as many mistakes out of the equation as I can. So if I only got to shift it once instead of twice, I can only fuck up the ship once instead of twice. And believe me, I learned so many ways to lose a race rather than win a race. Bracket racing, let me tell you.
Well, the only time I ever been bracket racing, it was Ford versus Mopar. They talked me into bracket racing.
Yeah.
And I ran, and I was watching. I had the Phytech system on my car at the time. So when I got back to the pits, I went and recalibrated everything, and then I went back out there, and it ran really hard that second time.
Right.
Broke out.
And
ran way off. Yeah.
I'm just gonna run for numbers now because I knew I'd already blew out, and
broke it out. Yeah.
I get back to the pits, and my buddy's like, you did that wrong. You were supposed to hit the brakes right there at the end.
Right. You went under. You went too far. You went too far out in front of him.
Yeah. I just blew by that truck.
Yeah, it was hard to get the grasp of that. Like, I beat him. No, actually, I didn't. You went too fast. Like, how the hell did I go too fast?
Yeah, I like this heads up.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
And be done.
Yeah. Jason, if you're looking for something that's really cool for your LS,
yes,
Michigan Motorsports makes a 3-relay 4-fuse little block.
Michigan Motorsports.
Motorsports, yeah.
Okay.
And it's everything you need to hook power up to the ECM and run the coils and injectors and stuff like that. And it's real neat. It's all color coded and stuff like that. They even give you a pigtail for your OBD2 port and stuff like that.
So, that's cool. Yeah, because I really want to have that so I can monitor stuff and change anything we want to.
And OBD2 on those is 2 grounds of hot and in one info. Yep. I call it the info wire, but So it's it's super simple to wire.
Yep. What else we got?
So I'm sure if I can do it, you can do it. So.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it, like you said, simplified down because I'm going to be under the gun now. The weather put me behind, and then another thing that happened to me during COVID was all my side jobs dried up. Like nobody wanted, nobody wanted to come over. Well, now, of course, it's income tax time, and now everything's lifted. So. Literally tonight, my phone 3 times. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, can you work on my car this week? Hey, can you weld this? Can you do? I'm like, yeah. And I told Hunter, I was like, we are hell or high water. I want to get that. I want that engine transmission out of that S10 by next weekend, if not this weekend. Because he's talking about, he's all his, they're off. Him and his buddies are talking about, I got all this metal here. It needs hauled off. I'm like let's get this thing out and just get it out of here, you know?
Yeah, throw the Iron Duke on your metal pile.
Yeah, get it out of here. I mean, I hate it. It was a good little engine, but it's like it's that time is past now.
Yeah, pull the distributor out and send the rest of the.
Yeah, I know, it's brand new.
Yeah, get your brand new distributor back.
Luckily, it was $30. Though. I couldn't believe it. I looked here in town, like, you know, at Advance and O'Reilly's and whatnot. It was like $129. I'm like, I'm not putting that in an engine. That's not going to happen. And then Hunter's like, Dad, eBay's got them for $29.99. And I looked, and I'm like, holy shit. You know, that's more than what the module is, you know, it's the whole shebang. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. Well, then it had spark, and then like I said, it backfired once real bad, and it had been clanging and banging before, and I was like, it broke that. I know it broke that gear, and then so I put a wrench on the alternator and was turning the engine out. I was like, oh, it has no compression. So I put a compression gauge in, and I'm like, yeah. And you could see the rocker arms moving, but I'm sure they're way out of time, you know.
Yeah.
Like screw it. I need to get it out. But I did get I got the roll bar hoop last week from a buddy. I got a couple pieces of tubing, you know, to get it started in there. I've got, what else did I get? Oh, I got some lowering blocks for the back of it. A friend of ours gave me. I'll probably order this. I want to lower, once I get it set, then I want to figure out how far I want to drop the front end of it. I'm going to get some spindles for it. And, but yeah, I just want to get started on it. So once we get all this crap out of here, we'll get her going.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the end of the outage so I can get to working on the truck.
Yeah.
But I'll have, when I get off, I'll have 4 days off, and then I'll work 3 days, and I'll have 7 days off after that. So I got plenty of time to work on as long as the weather's holds.
Yeah. And the weather's changing here. I mean, we live in the Midwest. You guys know that. It's been pretty nice, you know. I mean, I'm good working outside when it's, you know, 45, 50 degrees. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking, and Saturday's supposed to be like 62 degrees for the car show.
Yeah.
And then Sunday's supposed to be 71 and sunny. I might just be sick that day.
Yeah. Supposed to be like 70 tomorrow, 70 Thursday, and then rain really, really bad Friday, and then kind of in the 50s over the weekend. I'm like, you know what? I can get a lot of shit done. I took Friday off because we'll probably be out partying Thursday night. So we like our one band we like to watch. They're finally back together, and we've got a little historical district, you know, where all the breweries and whatnot are. I was telling you about. We'll be down there Thursday, so it'll be fun. We saw a lot of friends over the weekend. There was a fish fry type deal at one of the Catholic schools around here. We hadn't seen people forever. Like, oh, we need to go do stuff together. I was like, I know, but I have other shit to do too. So
I'm gonna stay listening. I got to.
Right.
I gotta go. Speaking of shit, get done. I gotta go take care of some shit. But I'm gonna stay in
All
the chat.
All right.
Jason, does that
All right, man.
S10 does it have an intake fuel pump, or is a pump on the motor? I don't. What year is that one?
It's in tank. Yeah, it had the old
it's a
low
fuel
pressure
injection.
Yeah, had the old low pressure fuel injection. Like it's only like 8 psi or something. It's really low pressure.
Popped it out and put like a cheap Kelso 325 in there for $40, and
or that company you were talking about, was it Evil Energy or whatever?
Yeah.
I saw they make an intake pump that I think will work. I was trying to figure out. I think is it 45 psi you need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm around there.
Yeah.
45 to 56 or something like that is fuel injection.
Yeah.
But the good cheap one's the Kelso, Kelso.
Yeah, Kelso.
Yeah, they make a 325 liter pump for like $40. You know,
Kelso.
You know.
Yeah, because the people we got it from had been sitting for a long time. It was a kid's like grandpa. Well, they put a new tank, new setting unit. I mean, that's all I knew, you know. And it has the small tank because it's the short bed. So it has the small tank, which is actually an option. And so, yeah, I want to try and keep as much of that stuff as I can because I'd like to have the fuel gauge working, and because I want to go drive it, you know.
What are you going to do on the rear leaves? Like a cow track, or are you going to build some kind of torque arm for it?
I'm going to build something similar to yours. But what I want to do, and you've probably seen this, well, I suppose you guys have probably seen it. I want to do it on the top. Did you ever see the Shelby GT Mustangs, the traction bar they put on?
The override bar.
Oh, yeah.
I want to build an override bar so it doesn't hang down low. Because, you got to worry about scrub height, too.
What you can do, Explorer 8/8s.
Yeah.
Have that twin shear tab for an override bar, because they have factory override bars on Explorers.
So I'll be fine then. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be even better.
And you can even grab
they had that. That's where the stabilizer link bolted up, wasn't it?
Yeah, they have rear sway bar, and they have the double shear for the override bars. And what's cool about those override bars, they're like a boxed end, and you bolt it to the frame.
Yeah.
The arm, you probably have to make your own custom length arm.
Yeah.
But it's a real good setup.
So on my
for
on
free,
my
basically
Fox
with
body,
the rear end.
yeah, that's awesome. I'll definitely do that then. So on my Fox body years ago, I wanted to run coilovers on it. Nobody made any kits yet, so I went to like Speedway Motors and got the I think they call them swedge bars. They're right hand, left hand thread. Then you put the rod ends on them. I made lower control arms, and I made them adjustable, and I put a track bar on it, and made all that. And then next year, Moroso came out with a kit. I'm like, you bastards! So I know somewhat how to do that stuff, But yeah, I want to do an override bar where you can't really see it. Plus, the scrub height will be eliminated. You're only allowed chassis parts down to the top of the wheel. So if you blow a tire, they don't want you dragging shit on the track. They just want you dragging the wheel. So I thought if you try and make a cow tracks or something similar to that, which I did want to do. But yeah, the cow tracks are awesome. Rob. I know that.
And there's also a company in California. I think they're called Torque Master.
Mm-hmm.
They make it's basically the old style like Shelby underride bar. Override bar, and they sell it as a kit.
Yeah.
And you weld them onto your.
Well, the other thing I saw was
I use it on the Cougar.
Yeah. The other thing I saw was similar to the ones that you made that bolt to the tube and then come up to the frame, and they got and I mean I'll make that stuff myself.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one I thought about doing was just a single override and make like a wishbone off the top of the housing and go up to the middle of the frame, but I'd have to take the bed off and all that shit. So I'm like,
you can take the bed off to do the fuel pump and all that.
Yeah, that's true. I probably will, and do the roll bar and stuff. So I may end up doing that. It may just have one bar on the top.
Yeah, what do they call that? The 3-link or whatever?
Yeah, 3-link, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I may do that. I've had that idea for a long time. I saw a diesel truck one time that had one, and everybody was having problems, and they had those big long bars underneath. I mean, they went all the way up to damn near the front control arms. You've seen those things. And this guy had about a 3-foot long bar on the top, with a triangle, and then one. That truck had just, and he was making some steam,
Well, lets it move a little bit better.
You're right. Lets it flex a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like the ladder bars on my Falcon, if I don't hit my driveway just right, one wheel hangs up even though. And
it
slopes.
Yeah. Like Rob used to have slapper bars on his, and if we didn't get it on the trailer just right, it would, it would just stop. Now he's got cow tracks on it. Those things are freaking awesome. But yeah. 05 Mustangs 3-link. Yes, they are. Well, they have a watch link, I think, actually, is what they have. But,
yeah.
Which is another neat thing. What else? 400 or 428 Pontiac. Yeah, that's a good engine for sure.
It's 326.
Yeah, it's like 4 bolts to pull that bed off.
Yeah. Yeah,
as long as they're not rusted up real bad.
Well, they probably are, but
that's I have metric smoke wrenches for.
I have spinning wheels of death, and the smoke wrench, and it's a short bed, so it probably don't weigh. Well, it's half rusted away anyway. So.
Weight reduction, man. Weight
reduction. Yeah.
Rust is lighter than carbon fiber. That's my saying. Fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah, pull it off, do your pump, do all your stuff, clean it all up underneath there, and
Yeah, that's what
throw the bed back on when you're done. And
Yep, clean the frame up, get the fuel system done.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing with Copperhead, pulling the bed and getting the surface rust off it and checking all the brake lines and stuff like that and replacing them if I need to.
Yep.
And putting the bed back on
the frame and let her rip, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just got surface rust on it, and the floors are bad for some reason. I still got to pull the carpet out. Found that out when I was up underneath it, taking the transmission out.
Did you see the floors in the S10 when I first got it? The front floor pans are completely gone. The body mounts are completely gone. The doors wouldn't open right. Oh, it was a hot mess. I fabricated body mounts and I fabricated the floors. I've got the passenger side is completely done. It's seam sealed and everything. I got to work on the driver's side. The inner rockers were gone. I mean, I just handmade stuff. It's pretty close, you know.
Yeah.
The back about foot of the bed's gone. The floor of it.
Yeah, you don't need that anyway. That's all the air out from underneath.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't need that. I got the tailgate working on it. It was all screwed up, and one hinge was falling off. I welded a piece of metal in there and got it. So.
Are you going with the roll bar back into the bed or just in the cab?
I think I want to keep it just in the cab. Yeah, I don't really want to worry about, but we'll see. Actually, the cool thing about my FNG, he's got a little welding fabricating shop at his house, and I was talking to him today because if I do the rear bars on it, I don't want to, you know, guys take the back window out and they just notch a piece of plexiglass or whatever, and it looks like shit. So I actually want to drill right above the window in the cab and run into the cab, and bring it down. And he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I can make those bars for you, no worries," you know.
Yeah, there's a guy that runs an S10 around here, and he's got the bar on the inside, and he's got short connecting bars with another bar in the bed.
Yep, I've seen.
And then they come down.
I've seen them. They do like a little hoop in the bed, and then they run the bars, through the back of the cab to that other little hoop, which I may do that. And then they can hide it because then they just put a bed cover on it. You know, it's like it's really hard to see the bar in it. You know.
Well, his looks like a 4-wheel drive light bar. You know.
Oh yeah, Because
you just got pieces that are probably that long or so. Yeah. Connecting the two bars together.
Oh, okay, got you.
Going through the cab.
Yeah.
And it's stiff in the truck. I mean, all one piece.
Yeah. Well, roll bars are good weight. I mean, they help the chassis work. So. People are always like, oh, I don't want to put the weight in. And I'm like, the car will work so much better putting the bar in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to go get a piece of railroad tie. Or not railroad tie, but railroad track. And slide it up in the frame.
For a
right back there. Yeah, right behind, right at the back of the bed. And weld it in there.
Yep.
So I'll have that weight behind the rear tires.
Yep. I heard lots of guys do that over the years and melt down wheel weights and put them in their bumpers. And I mean,
melt all the lid from the tire shop.
Yeah. Well, luckily I have connection to the tire shop. I can get 5-gallon buckets of them. Because I was thinking about making a weight bar that I can move around in this one. My buddy that runs an S10, and he even has ladder bars and stuff on his, but it's got a pretty healthy motor in it. And he has to change. He's got two 50-pound weights that he moves around in the back of it, you know, depending on where he's at and how it's working. And he's a bracket racer, so he's picky, you know, he's got to keep it time. And he's really good at it too. So
yeah, I still got some lead slugs from the Aspen that I had in bags. And I'd make a pass and feel how the car was working, and I'd move them back and move them either side depending on.
When I started racing my Fox body, I worked in a muffler shop, and I had a whole box of muffler clamps that I would move around the back of the truck. Got back the trunk. It was about 50 pounds. It was like, boom, and I just sit it there, and then no, I'll put it over here. Boom.
Yeah, hopefully it never went upside down. And
I remember back in the day.
Finally, I put the battery in the back, and that made a difference. So.
My cousin Johnny took some big block heads and welded them in the back of his Chevelle in the floorboard.
Hell yeah. anything you can keep back there, bolt it down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Seen guys run them big old sandbags or bags of
Yeah.
salt, all kinds of shit.
Something so you move the weight around a little bit.
bags of mulch.
Mm-hmm.
One old guy, he's running a stalker. It was like an old Nova. It was called Bossa Nova. It's the car's still around. It's one of those 283s that just spins a million RPMs when it leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And one day we were down in Cincinnati, down in Edgewater, and it was cold out. And here comes, his name was Don Holmes. Here comes old Don. And we're all getting warmed up. It's cold. It's like Thanksgiving time. It was like the last time we were going to get out. And he goes up there and he makes a run. And I mean, it was a crazy run. It was like, it was a 283 and it ran like 1120s or something. But it was just blowing black smoke and, it was just running really bad. And he comes back. He's like, man, this thing is running like shit. And I'm like, you just ran 1120 with a 283, Nova. He's like, no, there's something wrong. He opens the trunk. There's 2 transmissions in the trunk.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. There's like 20 gallons of fuel. It was a stalker, so it had a quadrijet carburetor on it. You know what I mean? So that quadrijet was like, what? Whose car is my in now? So he throws all that weight out of it, and then it runs like 1070s or something, It's
Right.
crazy.
Took 400 pounds out of it.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, he just starts slinging stuff out of the back. I was like, where'd all this shit come from? He's like, it was in the trunk. Anyway, he was a cool guy. Yeah, I saw another friend of ours. Don passed away, but another friend of ours is driving it. His son, Don's son, owns it, but another guy's driving it still. So it's cool. It's still around. And it leaves hard as shit. I'm pretty sure it's a 4-speed. It may be a power glide, but I think it's a standard shift because, man, just all the RPMs.
You were talking about the Fox body. I still can't get the guy to answer my messages about
that
93 Fox body. Yeah.
LB says he's got a bar. Brass round objects, yeah.
Get some of those brass magnets. Put them in there.
Yeah, Don says his uncle had a lead bar bolted in the bumper of the Valiant. Yeah. Yeah,
lead-filled coffee cans in the trunk.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that many times.
Now, one thing I've heard about for years, but I've never actually seen anybody have. They talked about Mercury Bars.
Yeah.
What were those for? I mean, were they for handling or were they for?
It is weight. Yeah, because Mercury's dense. But yeah, I think it's like I wouldn't want Mercury in the back of my car. That's for damn sure.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was the theory of it was it would move around with the car. The weight.
So as you took off, it would throw the weight back.
Right. Yeah. Wendy says they're still in the garage, Don. Yeah, exactly. Where do you get Mercury now?
Yeah.
I used to play with the shit when I was a kid,
Oh yeah, that was always fun.
Ooh, look, little balls.
I wonder why I got cancer now.
Bad for you. Don't do that. Yeah, definitely not good for you. 162. What's up, brother? Have a good one too, man.
I haven't seen it.
Get out there and fix it.
I haven't seen his channel, I don't think.
He's I think that's one of Barrow's buddies, pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I don't think I've seen his channel either.
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, let's see. I can't remember.
There's just so many new channels now.
Oh, dude, it's insane, isn't it? How How many were on the hashtag here? Let's see.
I noticed today Barrows jumped ahead 5 on me. So he's in the lead now.
109 channels and 972 videos.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen he was at 472 earlier. Is that what it was?
Well, when I looked, it was 475.
Okay.
So he jumped ahead.
Barrows is a sneaky snake.
Yeah, he's probably gonna beat me to the finish line because he's still putting out videos. I ain't put out nothing.
Yeah, he's a beast. He does. Since he got started, he has been freaking nonstop.
I love watching his videos. They're cool.
Yeah, I think I kind of helped talk him into start doing them. I'm like, man, do more videos. You got cool stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, looking at this. Yeah, I've seen this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a face for radio like most of us, so it's hard to.
Well, yeah.
Right. I had somebody tell me I have a face for radio and a voice for silent movies. So.
Yeah, exactly. And the writing of a doctor.
Mm.
Scribble scratch.
Yeah, about 3rd grader.
Oh, 162 needs subs also. Yeah.
Yeah, he's sub 100, so yeah, he can use all the help he can get.
Well, Barrow says he's at 477, the population of his town. Follow the video.
Yeah, I'm still stuck, so he's 7 ahead now. So
going back and forth, neck and neck.
Yeah, because I was ahead there for a while, and he surged at. He came up last night. We were dead even, and then today I think he was 5 ahead, and now I guess he's 7 ahead.
Just cruising along.
Yeah, you were doing a lot of the truck videos and stuff like that, and went up and.
I'm hoping the cars and coffee videos will be good.
Mm-hmm. Is that Memphis or which one are you going to?
It's actually in Jackson, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So it's 90 miles up there.
Going to Jackson.
So
where in Jackson is it?
It's right off of where the 45 bypass is in Jackson on the west side.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the what is it? The Kohl's parking lot over there. Just right off the freeway.
Yeah, because my daughter lives in Martin. She went to school there. She still lives there. So
okay,
fine. I got to take
pup
here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, come on, go.
You hit 475 and then they knocked you back to 430. What the hell?
I've had that happen, and then it comes back pretty quick.
Yeah, mine go Kawonko sometimes. It's like it kind of bums you out though. You're like, man, I saw 30. What the hell did I do? You know, and then it boop. Yeah. Don's got 10. He's good. Yeah, exactly.
The guy just messaged me back.
Really?
On that Mustang, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm replying to him real quick.
Okay. Trying to get off his ass and quit scratching his watch.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure I'm not.
See if we'll reply to that offer.
Cash money, brother, man. Cash money.
Well, I was gonna trade my W150 and some cash on top because he said he liked 4-wheel drives. He was willing to make a trade.
Yeah.
You know, and he finally says, I finally just asked him. I said, I guess you're not interested in the trade.
Right.
And finally he says, no, sorry, man, I'm not. I was like, well, you could have told me that 3 days ago.
Yeah. So I'll give you cash for the stupid thing.
Yeah, I mean, I told him, I said, well, you know, if I can come with the cash before you sell it, I'll come get it because I think it'd be perfect for me. A little Fox body with a 4-cylinder 5-speed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're fun as shit
It'll
to
run.
drive.
Oh yeah, and it'll run well. It'll get decent gas mileage.
Mm-hmm.
And those Fox bodies are not going down in price.
No.
And the guy only wants $3,500 for it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, you can't touch them around here for $5,000 and they're rusted out junk. You know?
Yeah. See if I just told him, I said, well, if you're not interested, when I come up with the $3,500, if you haven't sold it, I'll come get it.
Right.
So see what he says there.
Yeah, I saw one that was just a roller. It was south of town here, and it was $3,500 just, and it was just a roller, you know.
Well, the thing is it's kind of like, the old Slant 6 muscle cars and stuff. Everybody, when they get a 4-cylinder Mustang, first thing they do is pull it out and throw an LS or a 302 in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hardly find the 4-cylinder ones anymore.
No. Mine started out life as a 4-cylinder back in the day, yeah. But I drove it until it blew up. So, I mean,
yeah.
It's kind of how I was thinking about that, the S10 the other day. I was like, well, I mean, I drove it till it stopped. So, I didn't really waste any of its life or,
Yeah. That's the same way with the Toyota.
I'm just sentimental about shit, I get attached to machines anymore, and I always have been attached to them, but
Yeah. Well, that's the same way with my Toyota. I'm like, well, I'll do a motor swap on it when I blow the motor up.
Yeah.
It's a 22 RE. That thing's gonna outlive me.
Dude, you're never gonna blow that one up. Man, I had Rob just said I had one. It was my uncle's. It was an old one. It was an old Corolla. And I mean, I ran the piss out of that thing. I mean, I broke everything on it but the engine, literally.
I have to do a quick video of the Toyota. It looks like it went through a meat grinder, but it drives.
Is it a
awesome.
truck or a car?
It's a truck.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
It's a 94 pickup truck.
Oh, so it's like the last of the
Yeah, 95 was the last of like the Toyota.
Old, yeah,
the old school Toyota pickup before they went to Tacoma.
Yeah, that thing will rust away, but it'll still start and drag its ass around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I hadn't drove it since I went to Muscle Shoals the first week. And it's just been sitting out in front of the house. I went out last night. I said, well, I should probably crank it before I drive it to work.
Did you ever see the turbocharged model of those? There was a turbocharged. That thing was crazy. I mean, it took forever to build up boost, but those things, man, once you got them, the turbo spooled up, they would burn the tires every gear they had. They were crazy.
Well, who is it? It's LCE, I think is the name of the company. They sell all kind of performance parts for them.
Great.
And you can buy a 200 horse long block for them for, I think it's like $5,300.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm almost like thinking, well, maybe not a motor swap, just buy a 200 horse motor, because they come with what, 110.
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't got no power.
I always thought about building like a little, like a Eocano dragster, like a half scale dragster, one of those engines on it,
Yeah.
A little short dragster, because that thing, you'd never have to do anything to it.
No.
Yeah, Corollas are good cars.
Even the guys that say they get the high performance motors, they run forever. I mean, because they're not taxing them to the complete. They're just getting as much as they can reliable get out of them. It's about 200 horse.
EcoBoost to Fox.
Well, it's a good thing my dog was bothering me, because before I ate dinner, I put the hose on in the pool because it was getting low.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah. So now it's up to the concrete. So it's
Oh,
that's good.
So you didn't quite flood your backyard yet.
No. But yeah, my dog is smarter than I am. So
yeah, mine are.
He's in here yelling at me for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Cindy's home this week. She's on vacation, so they're not bothering me. I heard them up there a minute ago. Oh man, something crazy happened. Right, something always happens right before I go live. So down here fiddling around, I'm making my list of stuff that I'm going to raffle off, or whatever. And And then I hear the dogs going off. I was like, oh, I ordered like some floor mats and just some interior shit for the truck, snazz it up a little bit. I was like, oh, I bet it's the Amazon people because they're just going crazy. So somebody knocked on the door, and so I go up there and I've got one of those fancy doorknobs where you punch the code in and it unlocks it and you can turn it. And it's just the door handle. It's not like the whole panel thing. It's in the door handle itself, the knob.
Mm-hmm.
So I go grab the knob, I turn it, I pull the door open, and literally every screw in that knob fell out all at one time. I'm like, what the hell? It like blew up right in my hand. I'm like, I do not have time for this. So I'm fiddling around. I'm trying to get two of the screws were too short now. They must have stripped out is what happened. And I run out in the garage and I'm trying to find some machine screws. I'm getting it all together. And then I realized I left the front door open and the dogs were out walking around in the front yard. I'm like, God damn it. So anyway.
Yeah, the guy's telling me on Messenger, he says, there's people that once they find out it's not a 5.0, they don't come and look at it.
Yeah, I say I'm good with that.
I said, I know, that's why I want it. It's not a 5.0.
Yeah, exactly. So we're having a lengthy conversation on World Wide Web right now about this. So if you want to join in, we'll let you know what we think about it. Yeah, I agree, Barrows. Actually, hold on a second.
Oh, you heard some nonsense going on. It's nice when they're gone. So you get that to look forward to, Travis. When they're gone.
Do what?
When they're gone.
Oh.
When the kids are gone.
Yeah.
Their own life, their own house.
Well, my middle daughter will probably never move out.
Mm-hmm.
She's the autistic one. She probably won't ever move out. I hope she will.
One's better than the whole gang of them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind my oldest so much. She's my boy daughter.
Oh, okay.
She's got a more twisted sense of humor than I do, and it's almost scary. Oh Lord. See if I can get somebody to take these dogs out. My dogs are wanting out. Mm-hmm. Willow, take the dogs out. Oh, that's right. Okay.
They're good.
Don't worry about them.
1911 time.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Drained off the winter cover today, yeah. What's up, Cletus?
What's up, Cletus? What's going on, bud?
The real Cletus, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he pulled that 6-liter out of that car the other day, or truck the other day, or whatever it was.
Can you see the dog jumping?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the
she wants out
behind you on the
Yep. Yeah, we got a Boston Terrier, a Lab Pit Bull mix, and then a Pit Bull puppy now.
Oh. Got a good mix.
Yeah.
That engine kicked my butt. Yeah. Yeah, I know you guys had a pretty hard go at it. But at least you got it out. I seen you got it over to your buddy's shop. I'm getting ready to pull the engine out of the S10. Maybe I'll do a live on that one so you guys can laugh at me.
Hopefully you have better luck than I did with the 318.
Yeah. Well, I plan on taking like the rad support and everything out of it. That way we just straight out.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's why I just took the whole front end off the truck. Plus, I wanted to clean it.
Hunter. So when we tried to do that distributor, we took the inner fender well out. We had to cut like half the bolts that bolted to the radiator support because they were rusted. And Hunter was like,
"Oh
hopefully
Lord,
that thing doesn't rust." I was like, "Well, hell, you cut half the bolts off of it already. We'll be fine."
just pure weight anyway. Get all the weight out of the front end, put it all in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not putting the inner fenders back in it anyway, so. Excuse me. And the battery tray's about half rusted out of it
That goes in the
anyway.
back anyway.
Right, we're putting that in the back. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all that crap's going to be in the. Like I said, they want to haul all this metal off. I'm like, well, I'm going to make a pile.
Now, are they going to make us with a pickup truck with a battery in the back? They're going to make us run a disconnect switch.
Supposed to. But
Yeah, I got one. I'll just put it in there.
I don't know.
I'm going to put my battery in the bed.
I'd be like, here's a 1/2-inch wrench. Disconnect it.
Yeah.
Well, it was always a bitch hooking those up to make them actually work because the alternator would backfeed and keep the engine running, even though you shut the battery off, you know?
Right. I mean, I was just going to freaking run my dead switch to the fuel pump, you know?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as it shuts off the electric fuel pump, that thing will shut down in a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's going to keep anything from getting on fire anyway. But
right,
yeah,
that's what you want. Yeah, just to shut off the fuel pump. Yeah.
I just remember that nightmare. Like I remember I had to run a wire all the way from the alternator charge all the way back to the dead side of the switch. So when we shut it off, it would kill the
shut
whole.
the alternator off
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A pain in the ass, you know.
Well, that's why I'm asking. I'm like, I don't really.
I don't think they'll be that picky about it, but.
Well, you just put the switch in there and don't hook it up.
Yeah. Yep, it's there.
I'll just put the switch on the back and turn the fuel pump off. Okay.
They said I would be. I don't see why that. Yeah, I mean it's going to shut it off.
So.
Yeah, years ago when I put the 305 in my S10 Blazer, we took the whole front end off it, and it was so much easier to work on.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, that way I've got room to work around and fiddle fart around with exhaust and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that was a big waste of time putting that 305 in that Blazer.
Yeah, the 4.3 probably had that much power, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Rob got a V6, a 4.3 out of a full-size truck one time, a throttle body one, and put it in a little 4-cylinder S10 that he had. That thing was stupid. I mean, it had tons of power.
Well, see, I always wanted to try and build like a Typhoon or something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Get one with a 4.3 and just put a turbo on it.
It does have 1 or 2 turbos on them.
They're single turbo.
Just single? Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah. I just remember I was at the Spring Nationals in like '88 when the truck came out, the Cyclone came out, and the guy came up there and he had slicks all the way around it, and he set like the world record like 4 times with it in a row in stock class, you know, and it wouldn't spin. I don't even think he did burn out. He'd just go up the stage, and that thing was just lightning fast, you know. Yeah,
there's a guy that drives around here. He's got a Typhoon, the Blazer one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it looks like it come off showroom floor. Beautiful truck.
Yeah, Barrow said that's all I do anymore. Do a swap, pull the nose. Yeah, I agree.
That's what I forgot to do today. I meant to call that. I'm thinking about doing the fiberglass tilt front end on the truck. Because I can get one for $1,400.
Yeah, LB, if you're ordering slicks, you're going to be waiting, just so you know.
Yeah.
Well, tires in general, but slicks are really way behind.
Yeah.
Make buddies with your Hoosier rep. Yeah, because otherwise you're going to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, the speed shop up here just got their shipment in, so I probably need to go up there and get myself my slicks while they have them.
Yeah, our one buddy that knows some Jags people, he was like, beginning of April, you better have your money ready.
Yeah, that's about when they all get them in. I get calls from the people up here. I got a set for you. I'm okay right now.
Says Jags has Hoosiers. I'm lucky I only live like 45 minutes from Jags, so I have Jags and Summit in Ohio, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put that Summit in Texas shortly after I moved out of there,
Yeah.
which was probably
That
a
was
good thing.
One of the old Super Shops warehouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about putting one down here just south of Memphis, and I was like, that's gonna be a bad thing for me.
Yeah. Well, then they got one in Atlanta, I
Mm-hmm.
think, a Summit, and then they got one in Las Vegas. Like I said, it was mostly all the old Super Shops warehouses that they took over.
Yeah.
And then Jegs is mainly Columbus. Well, they are just Columbus, but they've got a big one up in north of Columbus in Delaware, Ohio. It's a huge fucking place. But I can drive into town right there. 11th Street usually has most everything where we're at. But Jegs pisses us off all the time, so we don't usually go there.
I don't shop at Jake's because their website is bad.
Yeah, it is bad. You're right. My thumb is split.
Not quite as bad as Indy's, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jegs, I don't mind their stuff, but like the tools that they sell and like the engine cradles and stuff, it's all just garbage.
It's all Harbor Freight shit. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's all white box from China stuff, and
Yep.
you tell them it's white box from China stuff on their reviews, and they take your review down.
Yeah, they get all pissy pants about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy. I can't think. It's a race car builder here in Ohio, and he's a pretty he builds a lot of fast shit.
Mhm.
And some guy brought in some fittings, some Jegs, some fuel fittings or something, and he was like, "You see this? I want to show you what you do with this." He throws it right in the trash can right in front of the guy. He's like, "This is garbage." He's like, "They should be ashamed of themselves for selling this stuff.
yeah.
It's junk." He's like, and they put their damn name on it, you know?
Yeah, I don't buy any of those fittings except from I buy them from Fastenal. Fastenal can get them for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're good quality ones.
Yep.
They're not that cheap, thin ones.
Yep. I was looking at I was down at Granger the other day picking up some water pipe shit for one of the pressure washers for trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw they had like hydraulic and fittings and stuff. I was like, hey, I could come in here and do some damage, you know?
Yeah.
White box trash, yeah.
Yeah.
White trash.
Yeah, but I found if you can find a Fastenal that sells this stuff, it's cheaper than if you buy the automotive ones, you know. And they're the same thing.
Right. Yeah, it's an A and fitting. The angles are the same. Who cares?
Yeah.
What are you asking where?
But they're all silver. They're not blue and red and
Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of mine are black and blue and red, and some it doesn't. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not picky about what color. As long as it don't leak, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Right.
Well, see, I'm planning on getting some stainless tubing from work, and we got stainless fittings, swedge lock fittings.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that to run a fuel line up from the back to the front.
Heck yeah.
You know, instead of running a braided line, run a quarter-inch fuel line up.
Dan's talking about Super Shops. Super Shops closed like, God, 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was early 2000s. I think they closed down with it.
My brother worked for him, so yeah, it was. Yeah.
Super Shops and Performance Corner stores. You remember those? Or is that just? Yeah.
And what was the other one? The PAW or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, in Motor State. That was all up here in the Midwest. Okay. That was all. Yeah, we had like Ohio and Indiana. We had like shitloads of speed shops. You know, big box speed shops, but they all went away. Summit's kind of the big box speed shop now.
Yeah. Well, we got 3 in Memphis or around Memphis here.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen Street Outlaws, Dennis Bailey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His shop's it's right across the street from work. It's kind of funny. But his shop's right over there, and they usually have pretty good stuff.
Oh, they got a speed shop there?
Yeah, Dennis Bailey shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
BB&T Racing.
Yeah, New Smyrna. That Mike's that's gone. They sold all the machine equipment stuff like now. Now it's like a shutters and blinds store.
Mhm.
Gay.
Mhm. My speed shop is Amazon. Yeah, that's right about
Yeah,
that.
pretty much. That's me. Yeah, I'm a cheap ass. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
but you kind of got to really look at what you're buying off Amazon and make
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
It's not,
If you got some good sellers, they'd send you mostly good stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Gotta
what
do
I'm saying.
your
I mean, you can't just get on there and just buy anything. You got to
No, you got to
look
do some
around
research.
and
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah.
gotta look at customer reviews and
yeah, anything that's direct ship from China, no.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, eBay's the same way. U.S.
Yeah.
only. Don't.
Well,
Because
I don't know.
eBay's polluted with shit.
I got all my LED lights. They were fast ship from China, and they're pretty decent, but they're LED lights. So
Right.
they're just off road lights. So if they don't work, they don't work.
Yeah.
It's not that important.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are over the 2-hour mark, and I am getting tired.
Yeah.
And Dr. Arch got another phone call.
More phone calls. Jesus.
Yeah, I was wanting to get on here right when you started, but my adopted daughter, she had a wreck in her car today, and I
Oh, that's not good.
had to go get her, and then she's like, I don't have a car. I was like, all right, well, you can use the Jeep.
Right.
So
she's all right,
so
though?
She's all right.
Okay,
Just
good.
car's fucked.
Yeah.
You know.
That sucks. That sucks.
So she's got my Jeep for a while, and I was like, she's like, you sure you don't need it? I'm like, I got three more trucks I can drive if I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always nice to have at least one spare, just for that reason.
Yeah, I'll probably be just with gas prices the way they are. I'm gonna just drive the Toyota.
Yeah. Yeah, if the S10 was running, I'd be driving it.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't.
Because it cost me what? I filled it up today. And it was $40 to fill up the Toyota.
Well, we've been talking about buying those electric bicycles. So when we're camping, I'm thinking if I buy one now, I might ride that bastard back and forth to work.
Yeah, if it's a nice weather.
It's only 3 miles. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, I wouldn't be opposed to buying an electric car.
Mm-hmm.
If they were reasonably priced.
Oh, it is. It's out of.
But to get one with any decent kind of range, you're spending $60,000-$70,000.
What is
I ain't want to spend that kind of.
I got you on my spoof video next. Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure that one out.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, and I need to get off
by. Yep.
It's bedtime.
Yep, I heard.
All right, I'll see you later, Jason.
See you, brother. Take care.
Later, guys.
Later, Tater. Yeah, thanks for everybody stopping by. It was a good night. I'll try and get this this whole raffle stuff, trying to figure it out and get that stuff out to you guys and whatnot. And in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to be working on cars all weekend. I'm trying to get that engine pulled out. It'll be probably not. I may just turn the phone on and go live, just let you guys watch me throw shit. So, yep. Peace out. Get out there and fix something. I will see you on the flip side.